How's it going, guys? So I found this Brie Larson interview, which starts off fairly benign, but then it gets into the whole propaganda surrounding this movie, and thought I'd cover it briefly, as this movie, just the more I look into it, the more it looks like it's just going to be an absolute dumpster fire. What are you doing, Marvel?
And I also had this dessert yesterday that was like a kind of like a mochi
Chen,
ball,
like a
with
chendol, ice around it.
that.
Congratulations. I know this is a big deal. I just wanted to know, did you ever think, oh, I had to go into the fan forums to sort of find out what type of Captain Marvel that the fans were looking for, or was it all Brie Larson, I'm gonna do this on my own?
I'm guessing she didn't, because if she did, she probably would have seen, please, for the love of God, don't cast Brie Larson. And I just hate the promotion for this film. Marvel's first solo female superhero. Honestly, it just makes women look pathetic. They're the ones that are doing it. Just please. She can actually stand on her own as a character. You don't need to be like, oh, women power. Oh my god, look, it's a woman. A woman could be a superhero, really? It's just dumb.
It's kind of a pairing of both things. I mean, I signed on to this 3 years before we were going to make it, so I had plenty of time to kind of dig into it. But I did reach out to the kind of two big Captain Marvel fan sites, Captain Marvel News and Captain Marvel Brazil. They are schooling me constantly. I'm like blown away. Like, I mean, I filmed the movie and I didn't realize how many shots from the comics we recreated. I knew some of them, but I didn't know the full extent, so I'm learning a lot.
What do you think is it about sort of the Marvel movie that has themes that always resonates with people?
Well, it used to be that they were quite good movies based on, obviously, beloved comic book heroes that were about heroism and good action sequences, good story. But now, it's all about, oh my god, we need women to be superheroes. White men suck. We don't need you, white men. We don't want you reviewing our movies. You might as well just not watch the movies whatsoever. They used to be not very political at all, but now they've done a complete 180 and it's all about politics, which, fantastic. You know, they want to do an all-female Avengers now with Brie Larson as the leader of this team. And it's going to have She-Hulk, female Thor as well. It's going to be a train wreck. You could actually do a female Avengers and do it successfully. But if the people are going to be like Brie Larson, it's going to be an absolute train wreck. It's going to bomb so fast because obviously the mostly male-led Avengers, they weren't constantly going on about how women suck, women are shit, male power. It's just, you're taking the completely wrong tact.
It starts with the first Iron Man. I loved Robert Downey Jr. and I was interested to see what he would do with it. And it's their casting choices and also, which goes hand in hand with that, their decision to make movies about superheroes who are complex, interesting human beings and relatable human beings.
How has your process changed in making a movie like Captain Marvel and still sort of making it feel grounded and intimate and personal, like Half Nelson?
Yeah, I think that was the goal coming in. We knew that it was going to be a big movie. We knew that we were going to have to open up our collaboration beyond just the two of us into so many more voices and opinions. But coming into it, the goal was always to how do we infuse the movie with the intimacy and the humanity that we accessed in our other movies.
Well, you're going to completely fail at that front, and now we get into the whole politicizing of this movie, and Brie Larson and these other two Muppets just can't help themselves. They just can't help but tanking this movie. Brie Larson has single-handedly done a fantastic job of making sure this movie is going to be shit.
I've enjoyed so much playing this character, and it's moments like last night that remind me that representation matters and that female complexity matters. And so that's powerful.
Seriously, what an absolutely retarded statement. This makes me realize that representation matters and female complexity matters? What are you even talking about? Are you saying that for a female to relate to another character, they have to have a vagina? Because I know that I can relate to characters that are non-white, non-male, alien. It doesn't matter. What? It's just these people make women look shit. You know, it's if you didn't know a real life woman and then you just watch this stuff, you would think they're pathetic. Luckily, most women aren't like this. Just these are feminists. But yeah, first female Marvel movie, and they made it an absolute train wreck. Fantastic! Congratulations.
What's the conversation that should be had right now, not just in Hollywood, but in the industry as a whole, for females?
Seeing so many young girls and young women last night at the fan event, how much it meant to them to have this female superhero.
Why? Why does it matter so much? What are you saying? Young girls and young women are fucking retarded? And guess what? You can have this character, because to all us sane individuals, I'm guessing we're not going to be spending money to a company that hires an avid racist and sexist. It's just, you know, I would probably rather burn the money than give it to someone like that. But hey, if that's what you want to use your business model as, people always think a company is too big to fail, but, you know, Ghostbusters 2016, did it do well? I don't think it did. And it's funny, side note, the new Ghostbusters, the director says that he's bringing it back to the fans, and there's a massive backlash. Now, I know they're going to make it probably a male/female cast, but wouldn't it be hilarious if they made it an all-male cast, and it does, like, really, really well? Which is, it's basically saying, oh, look, we get men, does really well. We get women, it does terribly. And obviously, like, look at Aliens 2, it's a fantastic movie, it has a female lead, but still, it kind of works against their narrative, because they're so stupid that they don't realize all they need to do is just make the female character, you know, normal. And for the advertising, don't shit all over a large population in your country. You know, take a note out of Wonder Woman's book. That movie did really well, because the advertising and the marketing wasn't, oh, white man, just fuck off. It's just so bad. And like that, you know, the men in that movie as well were great. They actually stood on their own 2 feet. It wasn't just, you know, oh, fuck off, man, I'm Wonder Woman, I can do everything. It wasn't like that at all.
And to have females behind the camera as well, people who they could look at and say, you know, if I want to do that, I can do that too.
Why? Oh, look, someone that has a vagina is working behind a camera. I can do that as well. We're not the ones that are portraying women as these weak, pathetic individuals. That is you. Okay? This is just... Stop making your entire focus of the movie, oh my gosh, look, a female superhero. You don't really understand your target audience. You know, from the 90s and early 2000s, all those superhero shows that were amazing, there's a lot of female superheroes in there. And you never heard any of this. It's not like the men were like, or the young kids, teenagers were like, oh my god, a female superhero? Get her out of here. No. They were loved as the male characters were loved. But now you've politicized it. Now you've told white men basically to just go away. Yeah. This is just like Last Jedi all over again.
That is really important.
Part of my interest in this talk of diversity is also talking about privilege. I mean, I'm really encouraged by things like how great the quality is on our phones now, that people have the ability to make things. That to me is like the beginning of this next phase of the revolution, is saying like, how can we bring it down to like this baseline level so that we can get to the stories that are just like on the ground.
It's like 5:30 in the morning. I've been up all night, so I'm pretty tired. But I swear they cut out some of her clips of what she was saying as she started going into diversity and privilege. And then she started talking about cell phones and how we want to make more, human stories on the ground or something. Those two didn't really make sense. If they did, let me know what the hell she's talking about in the comment section down below. As this is the same woman that was talking about, the importance of female complexity. It's like, oh, yep, in Hollywood, females have just always been sex objects. They've never ever been a complex female character. It's just fuck this movie. This is just god awful. Why can't you just act like females actually just normal people? Why couldn't you just do the exact same advertising campaign that you did for any of the male characters? But anyway, guys, this was just a quick video that I just wanted to show as I was looking through different interviews, and Brie Larson is really, really working hard to make Marvel lose money. It's like she's an undercover freaking agent for our side or something. But anyway, I'm doing a video on sort of what is Comicsgate, like a deep dive into the history. Been speaking to some people, but if you have any information or you know about what happened, as I'm quite new to what's going on, and the fandom menace and people that are in Comicsgate seem pretty awesome, to be honest. So I want to let other people know that haven't really heard about it. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Discord. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you later.